Hey everyone, it's TTA here again. Second day of doing this. So today our LVO is kind of an easy matchup. So for that reason, I've tanked my team a little. So here's the team I'll be using. So it's a little bit more budget friendly, I guess you could say. 1386 power, not great, obviously. I did it purposely so that when we go in, we will be -3. Let's go. Oh yeah, I've also switched to West Coast. So basically what I just want to do is like kind of simulate what a top matchup would feel like if you're outpowered. Because I know not everyone has like, top teams. So most of the time you might be outpowered by a little bit. Alright, first down. So even if you're outpowered, running is still a good option. You've got all your runs. For West Coast, last year I loved this HB dive. But since we're going to have a little fun today, we're going to be passing. Now, I'm not the world's greatest passer, so might see some errant reads, but I'll try to guide you through how I look at these plays. Alright, so first we've got post. This is a pretty good play for any down, any distance. And all you're doing is you're looking at Kittle here in the tight end and Diggs in the slot, and you're rolling out right and seeing who you want to hit. So let's go. Okay, there's a blitz, so I'm going to dump it off underneath and take my yards. Just like that. Now, if there's no blitz, you can just roll out and hit the tight end usually. Second and short. So I know some people like to, say, go for a home run or something, call switch dig, call pass. But when it's second and short and you're in an important LVO, it's just, in my opinion, better if you just run, pick up the first, and then go from there. Alright, so first down. Let's see what we can call. Alright, let's run here with HB dive. Second and short. Okay, so in open field with middle slants, we're looking at the drag usually, or the out route. Not the out route, the corner route. These two routes I just kind of ignore because not that great. And for the halfback, for the most part, I ignore too. It really depends if there's a specific coverage and you know a blitz is coming. Then maybe you want to roll out this way, but for the most part, you kind of just ignore, roll out, hit him, and easy first. Okay, so one of the reasons why I've started the season with vertical is that with plays like HP Blast, which I love, you need two great run blocking wide receivers, and that's just not a thing early on in the season. And also, like, passing isn't as important because you can just run a lot. But later on in the season, when cards get better and can cover well, you kind of want to be able to have passing options as well. And I tend to prefer West Coast for that. So early on in the season, I'm probably just going to run straight up the middle. But here, I'll show you. I'm going to bounce this one outside. So you see how my wide receiver there, he got instantly block shed. What's his name? It's the yard guy. He got instantly block shed. And if he didn't get block shed here with this defender, I would have had basically a free lane down the sideline for an easy touchdown. So yeah, that's kind of the downside of running that early in the season. Okay, 2nd and 8. I usually like to wait till 3rd down to call a tight end angle, but we can go ahead and call it now. Okay, so I'm not too sure what coverage this is. When I'm not sure, I look at the drag route, the slot, more than the tight end actually, because the last thing you want to do is throw something across the middle of the field, have a linebacker out of nowhere just yank it. Alright, so okay, tight end was open there too. Oh, never mind. No, he really wasn't. Okay, so yeah, here, if you kind of just have tunnel vision on the tight end, you're gonna miss this read here, which is pretty consistent. So that's one thing to keep in mind. You just want to keep an open mind when calling these plays. So back to HP dive here. Take it outside, 9 yards, second and short. Just up. Alright, I'm used to vertical having fullback dive there, so I just clicked that by instinct. I meant to go F fullback dive, but that's alright. Yeah, I don't really like this new West Coast play. They got rid of toss, which really sucks. Alright, let's go fullback dive here then. Even when you're at a power disadvantage, running is still generally okay. Okay, so down here, I'm going to try and get over to the right hash and then call PA spot. Okay, right hash. We're inside the red zone. Okay. Alright, that was bad. Do 3rd and 11. Alright, so early on in the year, your best bet is PA spot again. But that's boring, so we are going to call X-Fall, which is probably one of the best plays for West Coast conversions. Alright, so you're basically looking for either Kittle or this Gideon, this wide receiver here. I'm going to run it and then share my thoughts after. Alright, I screwed that one up. This is what I mean when I say I'm not a great passer. I thought he'd get more separation, but Kittle was pretty open there. If you just throw it to him. Alright, so let's run it back. Okay, this looks like some sort of blitz man. So Kittle should be... Yeah. He has that inside leverage, so it's safe to throw that. Alright, so for 2-point conversions, you've got double dress, you've got middle slant. Pretty sure most people prefer middle slant. I suck at that play, so I just run double drags. Yeah, I don't know. So here we're just looking for the slot, basically. Slot or scramble. And that was bad. Okay. I need to get more used to that play. Go again. When you're outpowered, you don't want to expose yourself to it. And so if you're not super good at returning kicks, just kind of stay away, because that's going to bite you more often than not with fumbles. Alright, PA switch stick. This play isn't as great. For some reason, this route over here, he doesn't box out the cornerback like he did last year. So the throw here isn't automatic. It's more like a 50-50 ball now. This route is still great, so that's what we're going to be looking for. Roll out. Okay. In a closer OVO, I'm not too sure if I would have thrown this ball particularly, because safety can always jump it, but I mean, it's not a terrible throw, I'd say. Okay, let's run post. Okay, that's kind of when I wish I had a faster QB, because my timing on this play is the tight end is kind of covered, so my only option is underneath. And I kind of want to wait till I get to the sideline before I throw it. So you see this linebacker, he's running backwards. this way. And he does this like it's like a glitch. He like glitches out this way. So that when I'm near the sideline, I throw it to Diggs and he just runs straight up. But I couldn't get the pass on time, so it goes out of bounds. Alright, let's call Seattle this time. This is a Coach Reed play. And it's pretty good. Wait for the corner to bite, throw up, easy. Alright, first down, let's throw an HP dive again. Alright, well, if that corner didn't block shed, that would have pretty much gone to the house, probably. Alright, let's see. What else to throw? Kogan. You can try the new play. Slot attack. So this play is, I wouldn't say similar to tight end angle, but the tight end kind of runs the route across. I'm not too familiar with this play yet, so let's just run it and see how it goes. Probably be hitting the drag. Yeah, hit the drag. Okay, another new play, tight end corner. This play is actually pretty good because you've got 3 viable routes. You've got the super underneath, which is a fullback. You've got this tight end running a corner route, and then you've got a streak. So, like, someone's going to be open over here. The only issue I have with this play is that there's not great blocking. So if Todd Gurley, like, blocked this way, I feel a lot better with the play. As it stands, it's usually a quick read because the pressure comes in. Okay, underneath is open. And he drops it. Alright. Now let's go tight end angle. It's this coverage again, I'll be looking underneath. But you can hit that as well. And then when you're this close to the goal line, just run up the middle. Don't toss it or anything like that. Don't get fancy. That's how you lose a bunch of yards and end up in the top spot. Alright, so, okay, I'm not taking this one in on purpose because I do want to share this in case you did not know. So usually if you call fullback dive twice in a drive, the defense will do a crazy block shed. And you'll get stuffed basically, but if you save and exit and you go back in, defense won't do that. Same thing happens with like the defense shifting. So if you scramble and to the right too many times, the defense is gonna like crash in that direction. And if you don't want that to happen anymore for that drive, you can just save and exit and then come back, and the defense will go back to normal. Fullback dive. Notice defense doesn't go crazy. Alright, 4th and goal. Where are we at? Let's see, 3-yard line. Alright. You can either treat this as like a 2-point conversion basically, called double drag to middle slant. But this is my go-to play, and we have 4-3 coverage, which means either the linebackers are going to spread out in zone, leaving my tight end super open. They're going to be in man, and Diggs will be open. Okay, it's zone, and Kittle, the easy touchdown. So this time I'm going to stay a little more patient, roll out, wait, easy. The first time I kind of just instantly threw it. Versus dime with like 3DS, I usually just instantly throw that ball, and it works pretty well, but you know, sometimes it just gets batted down. Okay, checking the recording there, so accidentally took that one out. It's fine. Alright, I gotta stop taking that outside. See, I'm just used to having good run blocking wide receivers to where these two blocks are going to be held, and it's just 1v1 versus the safety. But earlier on the year, they suck, so yeah. Oh well. This play I'm not a huge fan of, just because in LVL you want to avoid dangerous throws. And while this route is super good, I just don't trust it, because like any safety coming down can just snag it. But I mean, it's still a solid play. You just gotta fit the window perfectly for that to work. Alright. This is a play I'm not a big fan of for like 4th down conversions, but it can be good if you know they're gonna have a cover 2 type shell. Because the safety here is either gonna have to commit to the streak or the in route. So I mean, yeah. Okay, I literally don't know what just happened there. He just came in free. Yeah, that's just terrible. Okay, whatever. This play, it was never that great last year, but I don't know, man. There's something about stretch plays that I just love. You can just, it's like passing with reads. With stretch, you have the time when to go straight up. You either go all the way outside, or you go in, you just kind of like gotta make a read on that. I don't know. Okay. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3, I'd prefer to run in like an important LVL. The reason being that you're not likely to lose yards, and even though you might not get the first down, you'll notice that I gained 2 yards. It's now 4th and 1, and not 4th and 3. And so when you call HB dive or FB dive, it's a lot easier to convert. Also keep in mind, this is playing down 3 overall in power, so like even with that, it still works. It's, you know. I love this play. I love this play so much. It's just got so many options. I feel like it's underrated. You got scramble, you got a deep 15-20 yard completion, or you got the underneath guy, and they're all super solid reads. Okay, here let's call this play, I wouldn't recommend running this play unless you're like the person you're going up against is like completely locking you down and you have no idea what you're gonna do. When you flip this route is pretty solid, but there's also a high chance of interception. It's like if it's say 4th and 12 and you just feel like you cannot convert an X follow or something, then this is your like last resort, I'd say. So I'm gonna be my first read is gonna be like the tight end over here. If he's not immediately open, I'm gonna look over here, and after that I'm just gonna panic, cause yeah. Okay, defense. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I guess scrambling once on post automatically makes your defense go like that. Okay. In that case, I wonder if I can call double drags here and cheese the defense and just roll out left. Yeah. This is how you can take advantage of when the defense does crash. It'll do it for multiple plays, and you can get easy scrambles to the other side. But for 2-point conversions, before you take a 2-point conversion, the defense has been crashing, you want to save an exit every time, because 2 points are unpredictable, and you want to make sure that you have your best chance of getting those points. So you want to save an exit, come back, and there's no chance that the defense will crash this time. Okay, same coverage as before. Roll out. Yeah, I screwed that one up. I should have thrown that one earlier. If you remember on the second drive, I waited until he finished running and then he came back a little. The reason I want to do that is that I want to make sure that he catches the ball in bounds and doesn't like accidentally go out of bounds. When you're throwing when he's on the run like that, there's a chance that he rack catches it and it just goes out of bounds and the game dumbs out and calls out of bounds. So yeah, but you have to read the underneath rush, and if the rush is coming, you just gotta risk it. And yeah, that was bad for me. Anyways, yeah, those were my drives today. Tried to cover most of the West Coast playbook for you today. Went through a lot of plays. It's not quite like my conventional calling. If you can run and runs working up the middle for 5-6 yards every time, just keep doing it, you know. If you're in a close LVL, you just want points regardless of how you get them. And if running works, just run the ball. And if running doesn't work with West Coast, you have all these different options. You got pose, X follow, switch dig. Seattle's a coach play, but that works with any scheme. Yeah, you've got all these different conversion plays that are super good to help bail you out in situations. So like if we go over here and we check this game, which we unfortunately lost because we had this. We had that happen, and then where is he? This guy timed out on his last drive, so like those 2 drives just basically lost us a game at the end, but oh well. Anyway, I just want to show like one play call I recommended for this guy, and that worked out loud like a charm. Was here 4th and 9 post. So against like a good league like this, defensive strategy can vary, but there's just, for some reason, leagues just love quarters, CB dogs man, something like that, man plays. And post just completely kills man. You can run X follow against quarters man and do alright, but post is just so good. So it's like a cat and mouse game. You kind of call the play based off of what you think their defense will be. That worked like a charm, and then you use it again, so, you know, pretty solid play. I did some investing today, and well, yeah, the thing with top 100 is that they didn't release the previous sets with like 10 program golds, 20 program golds for the lower collectibles, so that kind of ruined the investment a little, which sucks, but I'm hopeful that out of these, how many? 2,053 listings, currently got 630 on my bench. Let's see how many coins I can get from this single redeem. Yeah, I'm not going to scroll all the way down. Nice, 3.4 for a mil. That's not too bad. Alright, well, Anyway, I think that's enough for me today. So we didn't have a interesting matchup today, but I guess that was a pretty good excuse to kind of run all the way through the West Coast playbook for you guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.